Hey there, good looking. Join me for this quick cardio workout that will toast a ton of calories as well as hit your abs. Now listen up, I'm going to be doing a high impact version of each exercise in the main screen, but I've got mini me. She's going to be in the corner doing low impact if that's where you are at, or if you just don't feel like jumping today. Now for the standing ab routine, I'd love for you to grab a booty band. And then beginners, I'd love for you to have a chair or bench nearby for a couple of the moves for the cardio so we can pop the ground up and make that exercise more manageable for you. All right, let's go get started. All right, we're actually going to use the booty band for our warm-up drill as well. So I'd love for you to grab it. And it's preferable for a latex band, not a cloth for this workout. Let's place it just above the knees. All right, and we're going to get some glute activation and side of hip activation. Okay, I'm having some challenges here. Yeah, I made that look graceful, didn't I? All right, I want your feet shoulder width apart, toes, knees, and hips pointed straight to me, shoulders. Now you're gonna drive the hips back while the knees track towards the second toe, activating into the entire lower body. But with that booty band, we get a little bit more into the side hip with this. So here's how the workout's going to present itself today. We have a series of moves, 2 rounds, 30 seconds of work, 15-second recovery. Then we'll grab a sip of water and finish off with a standing abs finisher. As mentioned, you're going to see low impact as well as more beginner options in the screen above. So keep your eye on that if that's what you want to do today. Last 2. 1 more. Now sink down for me and give me 2 side shuffles. Now when we do this, I want you to keep those knees and toes pointed towards me. So don't let the trailing leg knee go in. All right, so let's just go the length of our mat. That could be 2, 3, 4 steps. And feeling those hips activate even further, lighting them up. Nice, easy breath. All right, let's take it one more time back to where we started. And we'll take this booty band off. Woo! Okay, and let's get into those hamstrings with a kick. It looks like this. Kick it, walk it back. Up. Now with the kick, gang, get that foot up there. You're not flexing the spine. We are lifting the spine and dynamically activating, lengthening those hamstrings. 4 more here. Here's 4. 3, 2, 1 more. 1. All right, come off of the heels. Now come off of the toes. Now the toes is going to feel really weird. What I want you to avoid doing is kind of rocking by pushing the hips back. I want this movement to come through the ankle joint. Knees are soft. Lifting the toes is hitting the muscle in the front of the shin called tibialis anterior. Coming off of the heels is hitting our calf. Both are helping us activate that lower limb if you're going to join me in the jumping, or if you're not, it's also going to help you with your balance. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's step it back to reverse lunge. You take that back knee as low as it feels comfortable for you. My advanced people, your knees come into the ground. Just getting some dynamic length in our hip. Remember, with all of the lunges that we do in the workouts, they're always in a range that feels comfortable for your knee joint. So it might be a tap back, all right? Let's do 1 more and march it. All right, grab a quick sip of water. We start down on the ground for the exercise. We have a mountain climber with a bit of a variation to it. My beginner people, I'd love for you to do exactly what I'm doing down on the mat, but you're going to elevate your hands. Chair, bench, couch, doesn't matter. All right, everybody, let's get those wrists underneath the shoulders. Fingers spread. Grip the mat with your fingertips. Now bring your left knee in, then the right knee. Now bring the left knee towards the right forearm and the right towards the left. So go center, center, twist it a little bit. Now we're twisting from the hip area there. So don't worry if you have osteoporosis. We can do that little bit of a dip. Now, if you want to pick it up, 1, 2, twist, twist, 1, 2, good. Aiming, knee to opposite forearm. Come on up. All right, march it out. Now, as we get into this workout, our 15-second transition will become a static squat. All right, so I want you to think about scissoring the legs. See the low impact here. Bring the arms up and now punch. So we've got some hip extension. Good, we got the arms going. They're coming back to that fighting, protect, protect, which means elbows in. Good. Don't trip on your mat like me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sink it down into a squat hold. Woo. All right, 15 seconds here. I'm going to teach you a cross squat jack in 5 seconds. Low impact will be up there. Let's get the feet together, okay? And up, up. So the arms are coming out, the legs are coming out, so you kind of look like the letter X. Don't forget about that lovely spine of yours. Keep it neutral, don't round. So side view. Pushing my booty back so I've got that lower lumbar curve. Landing soft. Good, I keep tripping over my bloody mat. Sink it, hold it. Woo. All right, our next move will be a pendulum lunge. So you're gonna take one leg. I don't care which leg. We're gonna go forward and back with that same leg. If lunges don't agree with your knees, you'll just do a reverse lunge only, taking it in a range of motion that works for you. Okay, so, woo. You feel that leg that doesn't move? That one's doing all the work. So I've kind of picked up the tempo too with the lunge. One more. Woo. Sink it down. Now we've got the other leg. So same thing. The forward lunge can be stressful on the knee, so just do the reverse. Limit your range of motion if that's where the knees are at right now. Ready? All right, go. Get more of my center of my mat. Now, before you leave a comment, because I do get a lot when I wear these runners, I got these runners from Lululemon. They're very comfy, and yes, very bright. One more. Woo, baby, sink it down. Woo. Okay, so our next move is going to be a get up. So we need to be on the knees on the mat. Sometimes I give an option of not doing that. This time I'm not, because beginners, you're going to have a chair nearby. All right, so take it down, then get up, add a jump or heel lift. Now go down with the opposite leg. Now, why am I being such an a-hole and not letting you modify this? Because we have to learn how to get up and down off the mat as we age. So use a chair for some assistance, and we want to work towards no assistance as we go. The jump is optional. You can come up off of the heels like we did in warm-up. Sink it down. I've been really working on my education these past few months. I'm certified, have been, and every year take courses to keep myself certified. But I'm diving deeper. Woo! Take it side to side for skaters. Okay, and knowledge and what's going on with the studies with aging bodies. And you know what? You're gonna see maybe a few changes in the way I teach, the way I cue. And it's just because I'm learning, I'm evolving. It's so much fun. Whew. Now you can do it, right? Step without the jump. Working that lateral hip. Let's do one more. Sink it. All right, we're on our final cardio move, and then we take it from the top, okay? It's a little bit the final one, 4 high knees, 4 butt kicks. So a bit of coordination. So let's bring the hands here. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or no jump. Knees come into the hands. Heels come into the hands. Knees, heels. Mountain climbers coming up. So use your chair if that's where you're at. Sink down. So we can do the mountain climber. You even have a Bosu ball. That'll help pop you up a bit too. So we've got one knee in straight, and then knee to opposite forearm. Let's go. Wrists under shoulders. Screw the hands into the mat. Center, center. Touch the opposite forearm. Center, center. Can you touch knee to opposite forearm? Stay on top of those wrists. Don't float backwards. 10 more seconds. This is getting that heart rate up while also getting into our core. One more. Come on up. Woo, sink it. All right, we've got the scissor punch shuffle. The one where I almost killed myself by tripping over my mat last time. Yeah, that one. Jump or no jump. Arms in. Start with the shuffle. I always like just getting one area of my body figured out, and then I figure out the other area. I'm not very coordinated, so I got to take it slow for the brain. We have some X squat jacks in 5, 3, 2, 1. But first, what do? We sink it. Feet shoulder width, toes slightly turned out, neutral spine. So I'm here, I'm not here. If you have yourself tucked under, push the hips out, okay? All right, everything in, everything out. Low or high impact. Good, chest up, head up. I don't know about you, but my quads are lit up. So all those static squats we're doing in between each move. Remember the good old days when we used to just get a break? Those days aren't over. They're just not here today. Sit down, hold it here. Now we got pendulum lunge. You pick whatever leg. You go forward and back, or if your knees aren't feeling the love, just go back. Ready, set, good. And you'll see, I'm not dropping my foot in between. So this is really weight bearing on my one leg, getting my balance, getting my core lit up. Woo, and definitely the working leg is on fire. 10 more seconds. One more, crew. Finish it. Woo, shake it, sink it. Woo. You ready for the other leg? Let's do it. Go. Or maybe it's just a reverse lunge. All right. We have some get-ups coming up. So that's the one where I said, use the chair if you need it, or a wall. Okay, but we got to train the knees to get down, and then train the legs to be able to get our butts up. Sink it. Now, if you have sensitive knees, all right, double up your mat. There are always workarounds. Get out of your head. You can do it. Now, I'm adding that jump. You can add a heel lift if you'd like. So from here, I drive myself up, and then I lead with a different leg. Or from here, I drive up off the heels. Okay? Mini-me, she's got that chair. She's using the chair to help herself up. 10 more seconds. Woo! Sink it down. We have some skaters. Uh-oh, my mat's all crooked. I'll keep holding the squat though while I adjust. Okay, 3, 2, 1, ready? Okay, you got no jump. You got push off with a bit of a jump, but we're on one leg. We've got that balance. We're creating some momentum and then we have to decelerate. So this is such a good functional drill. So you're teaching your body how to stop quickly. Last 2 exercises, and then we grab some water. Sink it down. Okay, this was the one where we did 4 high knees coming up to 4 butt kicks. Okay, jump or no jumps up there. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still have to hold that static squat for 15 seconds though to finish this. Hold it here, 15 seconds. Can we sink it down a bit deeper? It's our final one, okay? Chest is still lifted though, please. Good job. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive up. Walk it, shake it off. Good job, you. All right, let's grab a quick sip of water. We've got a couple of rounds of standing abs using that booty band of yours. All right, last sip. Let's get that booty band. Bottoms of the feet hip width apart. Okay, now soften the knees for me and have the feet hip width. Pull the belly button in, brace through the abs. Now pick up one knee, just mirror me, okay? Pick it up without shifting in the glutes, the side hip or the core, and then the other side. Good. Standing march. So you're gonna feel your quads and your hip flexors. The abs though, they're working by keeping everything stable while we move our limb. So quite functional actually, because that's how our abs are operating day to day for us. Let's do one more. Good. Now I want you to mirror me. Keep your band around this foot. Okay? Grab it with the same side hand, palm facing me. Now get the feet wide, toes turned out, and sink into a sumo squat. Good job. Now, hand light behind the ears. Stay here if you shouldn't be twisting, so osteoporosis. If you can twist, I want you to go rib to hip towards the band side, and then rib to hip away. Good, rib to hip, away. Or hold static, so you're holding what we call anti-rotation, which is still a really good ab drill. Now keep those knees out. All right, other side. So band, palm facing me, feet wide, toes turned out. So we're setting up for success in that sumo squat right away. Sink it down, hand light behind the ear, rib to hip, or hold static. Now we're not moving through the legs. It's just your waist, your torso going into a side bend and then a side bend away. Try to keep the shoulders squared. Time. Woo, baby. All right. Take your tubing so it's around your hands and your thumbs are outside of it. Pull it apart so wrists and elbows stay in line. Soften the knees, draw the belly button in, bracing your abs. Now, not moving the core. Bring the arms up and down. Air chop. Now pick it up. Can you keep the elbows and the wrists in line. So a lot of shoulder stabilizer here as well. And then we're keeping that core quiet because the abs are there to stabilize, and that's how they do it in day to day. Good, 10 more seconds, and then we'll go through these guys one more time. Last 3, 2, 1. Band under the feet, marching. Here we come. So hip width now, and hip width are 2 fists. Soften the knees, draw the belly button in. Pretend somebody's coming to sucker punch you and you're bracing for that impact. Good, now keep that muscle contraction while you lift a leg up. Now here's where how a weak core would look. You keep going, but as I lift that leg, this hip would all of a sudden hip out. Okay, I haven't got the stability, the strength, hip and core. So that's what we're looking for to avoid. One more. Good, now we're gonna keep the band under this foot. Okay, now same side hand. Get those feet for me, shoulder width apart, toes turned out. Band flat on that hand, sink it down. Good, side bend if you're side bending, or just hold static. And how deep you're holding your sumo squat, it's up to how you're feeling right now. My legs are pretty fatigued, so I'm not holding it as deep as, I did the first round. That's okay, I'm still happy with myself. Time. Here we go, other side. So same hand, same leg, feet out, shoulder width wider, actually wider than shoulders, pardon me, toes turned out. Sink it down, hand here, side bend, and away. I'm not bending this arm at all that's holding on to my tube. It's simply just there to hold on to that booty band. And I'm really lifting up through the torso on this. Air chops coming up. Let's do one more. All right, so let's get the band around. Thumbs are on the outside though. Feet are hip width again, okay, so not too wide. Soften the knees, now draw that belly button in. Pretend again that someone's coming to sucker punch you and you're bracing for that impact. Now pull the band out, wrists and elbows in line. Good, so here's what I look like. I'm working really hard not to move into the torso area. That's for that glute and core activation. And then we've got the shoulder stabilizers to do the move here. Let's do one more here. Pull it back in and release. Nicely done. Let's grab another quick sip. We'll do a couple of stretches and then you can continue on with your day, or maybe you're smacking another workout on after this. Okay. Let's just get into the shoulders a bit because they did get lit up on that last move. Elbow bent for me and press in. Hold this. Good job. All right, other side. Now, how about those quads? You bet. They definitely need to be stretched. Hold on to something if you need to. Otherwise, heel to bum. Pull the knee back. Now, what if you can't get hold of your foot? No worries. Grab onto your pant. Use a yoga tie. Wrap it around your ankle and hold on to the tie. There's always ways and workarounds. Now, I want you to squeeze the glutes towards me while you pull the knee back, and that is really going to lengthen that quadricep. Now, if you're able to, take this arm, extend it straight up, pull the shoulder away from the ear. Find that breath. Find that balance. Stabilizing knees soft. 2 more breaths. And release. All right, let's do the other side. Again, you get that ankle however you can. Pull the knee back. Squeeze the bum forward. You might even find one side a little bit more restrictive than the other. That's normal. Here we go. Inhale the arm up. Exhale, shoulder away from ear. Hold. Stabilizing knee is soft. We all have a few imbalances in our body, and it's just because we tend to inadvertently use the same side for things in regular life. So this is where workouts really come handy, especially doing unilateral movements, and you can work out each side independent so that we don't get too much strength in one side than the other. Release. Get that sumo squat again. Inhale, bring the arms down. Exhale. One more time for me, please. Inhale, knees bend. Open the chest, extend the spine ever so slightly. Thank you so much for joining me. Hey, don't forget, please click that thumbs up button. Believe it or not, this does help this video on the YouTube algorithm, so we really appreciate it. Now listen, if you're tired of programming your own workouts and you want to set yourself up for success, come and join us either on Patreon or Over 50 Fitness. Both communities receive monthly workout calendars so they don't have to think about what they're doing anymore and they can just go after their goals faster. All the info's down below. Look forward to seeing you in the next workout. Bye. Hey there, good looking. Join me for this fiery, low impact. Well, actually there is high impact and I'll be showing low impact. Let me do that. Listen, we are going to get those heart rates up. I have low as well as high impact options available. So heads up, there will be a mini me. Oh boy, this isn't going good so far.